walk a little bit.
There's a really large bird that we hear in the morning.
And just like that, literally, we were in Africa. And I know it sounds crazy, but I really had no idea how amazing of a time I was going to have. Like, I didn't want to come back. And the person you heard speaking before was my cousin. But, like, we were genuinely amazed at the amount of animals, birds, and things that we heard just in the middle of the night. It was nuts. So I'm going to take you through this journey, and I know it's been forever. I kept saying I was going to drop the content. I promise you, I really wanted to. It's just that it's so much. There's so much that I saw. I don't even know how to properly put these into videos. So I'm going to just start with the basics. Hopefully you all like it. I'm going to hold off on the Namibia Dream Series. So this is just going to feature Johannesburg, kicking us off, where it all started, take you down a little bit of history lesson, because it was really a cultural experience that we had here. And after that, I'll take you to Namibia, where it was really all about Lux. So hope you enjoy.
But I didn't know who they were gonna give us.
She looked at us and said,
Good morning. We're now walking into the Apartheid Museum. I've been wanting to come here since I was a kid, so I'm really honored to be here, and I hope you all enjoy. I'll try to film some, but I may not continue filming as much just to respect the people. I'll be back.
It's part of the the sports that is quite common, very popular in the townships or black residential area, because during apartheid sports was segregated. So apartheid, I'm not sure if you've seen inside the museum.
Yeah, we saw.
It was introduced in 1948 when the party called the New National Party won the elections. Excuse me. New National Party was a party that was dominated by Afrikaners, white South Africans of Dutch descent, who were part of the party called New National Party. They won the elections, but also it was only white male who can vote. They won the elections in 1948 and introduced apartheid, which had over 150 laws and acts, and those laws were implemented in the early 1950s, right?
Wow.
So also in sports was segregated in South Africa, as many of the people of color, black people in the country, could not participate professionally in rugby or cricket, but football or soccer, it was one of the main sports that had no rules for many people in South Africa. So anybody.
Football.
Yeah, soccer.
Okay. Yeah.
Some parts, this part of the. We call it soccer too, surprisingly. I don't know why.
No, honestly,
but,
I don't know why. The whole world calls it football, so
yes.
It makes sense.
Something,
Yeah.
whoever was writing our English dictionary made something wrong there, some errors there. But quickly, this is a soccer stadium.
oh wow.
This one was hosting the FIFA World Cup in 2010. There was a 2010 FIFA World Cup here that was hosted for the first time in the continent of Africa, which was South Africa, of course. So the stadium is also shaped in a bowl that is used to serve a traditional sorghum beer. That bowl is called the calabash. Because when you drink from that bowl, you drink and share. Pass it on to the next person, so it brings people together.
Yeah.
And so as it was offered in many schools, even in the townships. It became official in 1976. It became like the main language,
Really?
the language of instructions.
In schools?
In 1976,
Yeah.
Okay.
when they change English.
Yeah.
They replace English to be the main, meaning that for math, science, and other subjects, you should be learning that in Afrikaans. But yes, people who were black people from 1953, they were learning Afrikaans in schools, and lower class as well. Lower class is really informal areas where people still share one tab and living in tin houses. So this area that looks well taken care of, it's a part of Soweto that is, I'll say, developed, but also it only came with democracy, which means before 1994 you wouldn't see such houses in the township. It was impossible because people first, they were not given the right to ownership. Most people were just renting these houses. They were not given the right to own. In the city of Johannesburg, or labor in the mines, by bringing men in a province called KwaZulu-Natal, brought them back here to work in the mines, and they were placed here. So these areas or communities were called the hostels, or this one in particular was called the men's hostels. Men's hostels was obviously, the idea was just to increase labor in the mines, but they were all placed on just the outskirts of the township, so they're not really part of Soweto. They were in Soweto, but not really integrated into the community, as they lived just alone there, not really taking part in anything that was happening in the township. You will see as we get a little bit closer there, because I want you to see them very, very close. But the story of the hostel is that most Zulu men that lived here, they were not the members of the ANC, which was a popular party.
The party, yeah, we learned about that. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's like, what are they? I can't see that good.
Yes,
oh, those are.
It's a big business here.
Oh, the goats are just running around.
You can always sell them and make extra cash. So that's very, very common.
You got on your phone too?
Yeah.
Look at them coming down the road.
Oh, I didn't focus.
These animals are slaughtered on Friday.
For a variety of
the
things?
actual day will be on Saturday.
Oh.
Saturday and Sunday. Last week I attended a ceremony for to become a sort of a traditional doctor, using herbs and medicine, also known as the Sangoma. It lasted for like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Friday night slaughtering goats, and then Saturday night they slaughtered a cow. So the red brick houses that you see just on our left there, these are actually some of the typical first brick homes in Soweto, which were popularly known as the matchbox house because of the size and how it looks. So they were asked to leave because this was only for black people.
Okay guys, my name is Felicia. I'm one of the people that are volunteering here at the shop. We have an organization that started 2016, then we decided to name it the shop. The shop stands for Shaping Hope and Leadership in Clifton. So what we usually do is we cater for kids each and every day after school. They come straight here to the shop and receive a hot meal. After eating, we have afternoon programs that we're running with the kids. We have sports that include soccer, basketball, and netball. We do traditional dance, dance, etc. But mostly we specialize in education. Why we decided to open the shop is because we wanted to avoid teenage pregnancy, drug abuse from our community. Last year we had 5 students who was doing their last year in high school. Now they are in different universities, and then 2 working. So 3 is in universities and then 2 are working. So the total is 5, and they have now achieved all what they wanted. So that really shows that the organization is doing well. Also with the tour guides that are bringing our guests that are assisting, we really appreciate it. That's what we're doing in the shop.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
We also have our visitors book and
We learned a lot, but it was also a lot of heavy stuff. We started our morning at the Apartheid Museum, as you all saw, and then we also really tried our best to book with local tour guides. So the guy who was taking us around, he actually is from Soweto, which we learned later meant South Township. And so he was able to give us his really direct perspective on growing up there, what it was like, and also had some really special connections that I don't think would have came with a bigger tour guide, such as stopping off at the culture center and hearing directly from the woman that works with the kids in the community there, which was really dope. We got to take some gift offerings just to kind of thank them for allowing us in their space. And we got to learn about how rich in art and culture that Soweto is, and it was bananas. Like, I met so many different artists, and so it was just a really I would say heavy day to learn about the history, but rewarding day to be in the moment. I am also going to feature some of the other more deeper context about the uprisings, but I just wanted to give a fair warning and do that video separate, just in case you didn't want to tune in or you do want to tune in. The other thing is I'm going to do a review of us at the safari, which should be fun. And then that'll really wrap up our South Africa trip. I might do some highlights from the going out scene because that was a really good time. And then we're going to dive into Namibia because that, friends, is a whole different ball game. So if you're interested in following along, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to click the like button and tell a friend. Cultural Connect told you.